Why can't I be as gorgeous as her? Why can't I be happy every day too? Why can't I have a tight-knit friend group just like her? Why don't good marks and money and popularity come as easily to me as to her? Why is her life so easy and mine so hard? Why am I such a failure? I can't be the only one whose jealous thoughts sometimes sound like this, and I can't be the only one who thinks that jealousy is by far the most toxic emotion either. When I'm jealous of someone, I'm really unhappy. I become unsatisfied with my own life, really self-critical, and I lose all my self-confidence. I compare myself to others, and I suddenly see all the ways that they're just better than me. I think about all the flaws and imperfections, and I ask myself, why am I such a mess? Why can't I just be you? But I find that jealousy is actually way worse than that. It doesn't just make me unhappy, but it makes me bitter and vindictive too. I become so much more mean and petty, even to people who've literally done nothing wrong to me. Not only do I want to be more like someone else, but I think, well, if I can't have what you have, then you can't either. And what's more toxic than that? I mean, let's be honest. We all know what jealous people are like, right? No one likes them. No one wants to be around them. No one really wants to be their friend. So, let's not be that person. Instead, let's ask ourselves this question. How can we learn not to envy others, but instead to become the person we envy ourselves? It all starts with one simple ingredient: gratitude. Next time you feel jealous of someone, here's what I want you to do. Think about why you feel jealousy. Ask yourself, what's going on in my head that makes me feel this way? Here's what I think. I get jealous when I look at someone who has things that I don't, whether it's money or fame or good looks, and I say to myself, that should be me. I deserve to have those things. I think that if I'm unhappy, it's because I'm not like that person. And if I was, then my life would be a lot better. I think that everyone would like me, that I'd have so many more friends, and that I just feel so much better about myself. But is any of that true? Dr. Laurie Santos doesn't think so, and she's the world's leading expert on happiness. Her research shows that happy people aren't the ones who chase after what others have. Happy people are the ones who learn to be grateful for what's already in their life. And that can seem hard, right? I can't be the only one who sometimes feels like there's just nothing good going on in my life. But in reality, I know that if I spend even a little time thinking about it, I'll always find something to be grateful for. And you will too. You just have to make the effort to look. Dr. Santos recommends that we take a little time at the end of each day to write down a few things that we're grateful for. Here's what I wrote yesterday. Today, I'm grateful for my body, which allows me to play the sports that I love, having access to the internet, and my YouTube family, of course. After I did this for a while, here's what I found. When I focus on directing my attention towards the good things I already have, even though there aren't always as many as I'd want there to be, I care a lot less about anything anyone else had. Those thoughts slowly begin to take up less space in my head until I hardly even notice them at all. I realize that every day I have is such a blessing, so it makes no sense to make myself miserable envying others when there's so much to celebrate in my own life. Instead of spending all my energy comparing myself to others, I should be focusing on becoming the person whose life deserves to be celebrated. Let's see how we can make that happen. One thing that I realized is that I'm only jealous when I'm choosing to compare myself to other people. It's not just something that happens to me, it's something that I do. And so I thought, shouldn't I also be able to choose not to compare myself to others? It turns out that even though it can be hard to avoid, it's not impossible. Here's how you can work on not comparing yourself to others too. The first thing is to recognize that so much of what you envy in others won't actually make you happy, even if you had them. I mean, just think about the things that really matter to you. The kind of things that keep you happy instead of just giving you a little bit of transient pleasure that disappears after a few days. Is it really new clothes or Instagram followers or fancy suppers that you're jealous of other people for having? Is it really what gives you the deep, gratifying happiness that actually lasts? When I look back at what really gives my life meaning, it has nothing to do with luxury or fame and everything to do with relationships, a sense of purpose, and my community. It's about the memories I've made with my closest friends and the time I've spent helping to make other people's lives better. It's about finding people who truly love me and who I truly love, not winning some stupid popularity contest at school. It's about finding meaning in the smiles of children who I volunteer with, not rushing to my paycheck on the newest pair of Nikes. Most importantly, it's about becoming someone who I can respect as much as anyone else I know. Someone who's hardworking, healthy, fit, reliable, thoughtful, and empathetic. That's what I'm truly proud of. And here's the key. Realize that when you're jealous of other people, you're taking your focus away from the things that truly mattered. You're focused on all the things you think will make you happy, but won't, because even if you got all those things, you would only want more. So stop comparing yourself to others and start comparing yourself to who you were yesterday. The only race that really matters is the one you're running against yourself.
Give me a new start, it's different now with no sinners breaking my heart, and I don't feel the hurt.
So much of our jealousy is actually about our own feelings of inadequacy and our own lack of confidence and self-esteem. We don't feel happy with who we are as people, so we look to others and feel even worse. But where do these feelings come from? Most of the time, this comes from applying someone else's standard to our own lives and feeling like we're coming up short. So, if you want to learn to overcome this, you have to start by crafting your own narrative about your life, defining what success means for you. Way too often we think that because so many influencers define success as being rich, famous, and aesthetic that we do too, but we don't. We have the power to create our own goals, set our own standards, and make ourselves proud. Remember that you can define success any way that you want to. All that matters at the end of the day is that your actions live up to your own values, not someone else's. You need to become the judge of your own character and remember that no one else can tell you how to live your life except for you. So if someone tells you that you'll only be successful and worthy of happiness when you're rich and famous, remind yourself that they're just wrong. There are so many other things that matter in life, like family and community and creativity and personal growth. So don't ever let anyone tell you that success in those areas don't count. Let your own imagination inspire your goals and aspirations and learn to become successful on your own terms. Lastly, remember that all you ever have is the present moment. So, if you spend all your time being anxious about the future and what you might or might not have, all you're doing is delaying your own happiness. And look, I'm the last person to think that happiness comes easy. I've struggled with depression for a lot of my life, and I'm not pretending to have all the answers. We shouldn't necessarily feel guilty or think that we're doing something wrong just because we're feeling sad. Sometimes it's not under our control, and that's okay. But here's what I do know. Comparing yourself to others is not the solution. If you tell yourself that you won't be satisfied until you have everything you want and everything everyone else has, then you definitely won't be happy anytime soon. So what are you waiting for? Instead of spending our limited energy envying others, let's redirect and use that energy to start creating the best version of ourselves.
Play that one again. First day that we met, before the start of our...
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Sorry if I seemed a little tired during it. It's midterm season right now, but I still wanted to get a video out for you guys. And I don't think I've probably thanked you guys for 100,000 subscribers, which is a lot. And also I've been posting a lot more on Instagram as well. That's all. Okay. Oh, also I'll read all of your comments, so make sure to leave a comment. Okay, bye.
I know that you're no good, and I should